In this video, we're going to try to find the volume of a candle that has the shape of a cylinder with a diameter of 16 centimeters and the height of 20 centimeters. So first of all, we're going to make sure the units are the same. Are the units the same? Yes, centimeters and centimeters. So this student tried to solve this problem, but it was incorrect. So we're going to find why it's wrong. So the volume of a cylinder has a formula, which is volume of a cylinder is pi radius square height. So looking at the formula that the student used, this is wrong. Because first of all, you can see a plus sign. We don't have a plus sign in the volume, the formula for the volume of a cylinder. So this is what makes, everything might be is right from this step on, but the part that the student got wrong was he used the wrong formula. So identify and explain the error. We know the formula of should be pi radius square height. It is not 2 pi radius height plus 2 pi radius square. So this is the formula the student used, not this one. So this is wrong. So this is the right formula. So let's try to solve the problem right. So the correct solution should be, so we know the volume of the cylinder is pi radius square height. So from what we know the diameter of the cylinder is 16, but we don't need the diameter, we need the radius. So if the diameter is 16, the radius is half of the diameter. The radius is half of the diameter, so the radius will be 8. And we know our height is 20. So the height is 20 centimeters, and the radius is 8 centimeters square. So if this is square, then the unit too have to be square. So the unit will be centimeters square and the height will be centimeters. So our answer will be in centimeters cubed. 2 plus 1 is centimeters cubed. So that's a unit or cubic centimeters, just like what you have over here. And then pi, we know normally pi is equal to 22 divided by 7 or 3.14, okay? So the pi here will be 22 divided by 7 times 8 squared will be 64 times 20. So if we multiply all this and divide by 7, so this is 64. That will be, let's use a calculator. So 22 times 64 times 20 will be 28,160 divided by 7. So the volume would be 4,022 point. So our answer has to be in the 10th place, means 1 decimal place, 0.9 centimeters cubed or cubic centimeters. So this was a strategy to solve this problem. Okay, so you might want to pause your video and try this problem. Try solving this and see, was the student wrong? So you have the diameter is 6, the height is 8. So try and pause the video from right now and try to see why the students got it wrong and try to solve it. And then you can show the right solution at the bottom. Okay, let's try this. Let's see what you did. Okay, so number 3, we have the diameters given to us. Diameter is 6. So this distance is 6. That meaning halfway, which is a radius, means the radius, which is halfway, the radius will be 3 inches. Half of 6 is 3. And then the height, our height is 8. Okay. So now we'll find the surface area of the cylinder. So at this point, the student use this formula of a surface area is surface area of a cylinder. The formula is 2 pi radius, sorry, without the square. 2 pi radius height plus 2 pi radius square. So let's see if the student used the right formula. Yes, the formula he used was right. So this is not an error. And the arrow, he used 6 as the radius. You can tell this is 6, which is wrong. So the radius should have been 3. So the radius is 3, not 6 inches. So this is why the student got it wrong. So for this, he substituted the radius with 6. So the radius is wrong. And the height was 8, is good. And over here, the radius again was 6. So the error the student made was substituting the radius as 6, which is not 6, it is 3 inches. So everything from this point will be wrong because of 6 instead of 3 as a radius. So let's try to solve it right. So the surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi radius height plus 2 pi radius square. Okay, looking at this, we know 2 pi, the radius, we know the radius is 3 inches. So this is the unit on this side is 1 inch and the other side is inch. Inch plus inch, the unit is going to be in inches. So we're adding 2 inches together, so the unit stays as inch. Okay, so the radius was 3. So every time you see 2 variables or numbers standing next to each other, it means you're multiplying. So this is 2 pi times 3, and the height was 8 times 8 plus 2 pi 3 square. So looking at this, so 2 times 3 will be 4. And then 4 times 8 will be 32. So this will give us 32 pi plus This 3 square is 9. 9 times 2 is, so this is going to be 18 pi. So since both terms are in pi, it means when we add in, we're going to add the 32, but the answer is still going to be in pi. So 32, sorry, 3 times 2 is 6. So 6 times 8 is 48, not 32. So this will be 48 pi. So 48 plus 18 will be 66 pi. So this will be 66 pi. And we know pi is, we're still multiplying. So pi is 3.14. It's just like 66 times 3.14, which is 207.2 since inches. So the surface area will have been this. So the only error is, so what strategy did we use? The only error is the radius. The radius was not right. This is right, this is wrong. So the radius is 3 inches. And we started by working from the formula, the SA, and substituting the values. Okay, and kind of, if you want to try yourself one more time, you can pause and try number 14. And so you can see the numbers, number 4. You can try this and try to solve the problem. But with this, you're using the surface area, you're trying to find the surface area. And if you have any question, just inbox me. Thank you. See you next time.